today at the World Cup. Someone was on here talking about Tunisia. I know Tunisia and draw here. Trying to get this thing up here. Sky Sports News on here so I can just keep seeing the on replay over and over and over that the Glazers are selling Manchester United. The greatest news in the history of ever. We're back here. We're back. But what do you think about these games today?
Oh, it was interesting, that's for sure. I think the first match was the biggest shock of the day by far.
The craziest thing about this is that they came out like after the game and said, 3 hours after the game, hey, we blew the call on the offsides. And that changes the whole game. Because if they score there, that second goal, 2-0, they probably go on and win like 4-0. Well, they don't get that goal. The left back, it looked like the left back had kept him on. And look, they still got to, you still can't lose Saudi Arabia. But, just for the last week and a half, these North African teams and Saudi Arabia group in with North Africa just because it's on the same, latitude or whatever. These teams are going to, have a decent run here at this tournament. And the two today, they were very good.
Yeah, I thought Saudi Arabia definitely played well. They showed a lot more than Qatar and Iran did in their matches, that's for sure. Even though Argentina scored like 4 goals in that first half, they still Saudi Arabia still had their chances. Whereas when I was watching Qatar and Iran, it was like they couldn't even get anywhere close to the attacking area. So
yeah,
Saudi, I said it. I did say it a few weeks ago. When Foxy brought up Iran, I said I thought Saudi Arabia was was probably the best Middle Eastern team in the tournament, and they showed it today. But I got to say, Argentina showed me a lot of laziness in their play today. Like just the fact that after the first called back goal, even after 2 called back goals, like, are you not getting the message? You need to maybe, time your runs better. And I just, in general, I saw a lot of guys cherry picking, saw a lot of them just walking back to the play from the attacking zone. So overall, I thought it was a very lazy effort from Argentina.
And I also think that, Di Maria stinks. They got these guys on, like, that squad.
40 years old.
Yeah, I watched the kid play since he's, come on the scene. Garnacho, that guy he comes in, maybe he gives you something there in the final when you're chasing a goal. I mean, like he does for Manchester United. I don't know, these guys they bring in. I mean, they haven't been able to do much with them over the last couple of years. Although 36 match unbeaten streak ends. But the crazy thing is the second game, or the Poland and Mexico game, in a draw because Lewandowski killed my parlay with Lewandowski.
He can't buy a goal in the World Cup, man.
Crazy. And he if he scores there, I win that with Mbappe because Mbappe actually does score goals.
Hey, how about a Giroud, man?
I know. He's good.
He tied what is it, Reeve for the highest scoring French goal scorer in the World Cup. Thierry Henry.
Yep. I think he passed him too afterwards.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Giroud plays well with Mbappe. So, people were like, it's not a big, it's a big deal. They're losing Benzema. Yeah, I don't know. Giroud plays well with Mbappe likes playing with Giroud. That's the other thing.
Yeah, and he's 36, right? So he's got the experience too. And that's important when playing with a kid Mbappe's age. He's only 19. The guy's not even in his 20s yet. So when Giroud's out on the pitch with there, I think he's the kind of guy where he could probably like calm Mbappe down if he gets a little too worked up, things like that. It's good to have that experience with him.
Yeah, definitely. And then I don't even. Yeah. So Denmark. I thought they just. I don't think they have goal scorer. They struggled a little bit. Now
I gotta say though, you're Tunisia. I think they can beat Australia too. I liked what I saw from to be that Jabali guy or whatever Jabali.
they're
I
pretty
think
good.
I think he's gonna score for them. I think he'll score the winning goal in the Australia one. Jabali or I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
Jabali.
interesting. I think. I honestly, I think they could get out of that group. I just depending on what happens here. Um, obviously, in the next games on Saturday are massive. So.
I want to ask you, what did you think of the reffing in that Denmark Tunisia game? Because I noticed a big difference in that one between the other three matches.
Who's he? I know that there's the two handballs. I mean, probably both of them could have been given, or both of them could have not been given. I mean, I think who was ref in that game?
I don't know who it was, but I noticed like that game was very rough in the
Yeah,
sense where there was a lot of stuff like I thought were fouls, and he just
they let
wouldn't
it go.
call
Yeah,
free kicks. He was letting them
Cesar
basically beat the
Ramos from
crap out of
Mexico.
each other.
Yeah, Cesar Ramos from Mexico. Yeah, because he's used to the Mexican league where they kill
That's what I was going to say. The American, both North and South America, they're violent as hell when they play.
Yeah. Look, he let a lot of stuff go. I mean, I think that was to the benefit of Tunisia a little bit. But Tunisia
Yeah.
really, I actually thought they outplayed them.
And I'm glad you brought up that point because what I noticed from Australia, I know they got a little physical near the end, but the way they started the game, even with the one goal, the early goal lead, they were like very clean. They didn't try to like touch or tackle France as hard as what we saw in the Tunisia match. So I think, maybe when Tunisia goes up against Australia, you're getting a mismatch there. You're getting a more physical team that's going to get in Australia's way versus like Australia where I don't think they'll try to be as physical. And I think that might be the difference for your Tunisia in that match.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. I think that's interesting.
And I think also the ref. We've got to watch. Who did you say it was? Cesar
Ramos from Mexico.
I think it's important to watch the matches Cesar Ramos refs because those, are going to be more physical and he's going to let a lot more things go. So that might be important going forward, especially when you have a situation like if he refs the Tunisia game, Tunisia is going to have the advantage because they're not going to get many calls for going for Australia's way.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. It's pretty interesting. So, we're gonna move to today's games here, or sorry, tomorrow's games. So
it might as well be today, man. Bring them on.
I don't even know.
Bring them on. I've been watching soccer since 5 a.m.
My days are just like crazy. It's like they're just blending together. Morocco, Croatia, the first game. Morocco at plus 290, but now the Morocco and draw is minus 132 now, which is ridiculous. At plus 290, it should be closer to even money. Germany minus 230 over Japan. Japan plus 650. Spain minus 625 against Costa Rica. I don't even know how you bet that game. And then Belgium, Canada. Belgium at minus 190. Lukaku's out.
That might be better for Belgium.
That's what I said.
But I still think I don't like Belgium's chances against Canada.
Really?
I think Canada's. I started to watch some more Canada from the qualifying round, and you know what? I think they have a better. Just like how you feel about Tunisia and Morocco, that's how I feel about Canada. I think they're being underestimated here. They allowed the least amount of goals in the qualifying stage. That's funny. I have 2-1 or 2-2. That's my final score. But I think Canada, they're going to be underestimated here. I think they're a cautious team. They're not going to just go in like guns blazing. I think they'll play a good cautious game. They might even play for the draw here, knowing that they have the toughest opponent in the group. But they got a lot of pace, and Belgium worries me because they're aging, man. I look at Belgium like I look at my San Jose Sharks. They had their 4 to 8 year window a few years ago, and when they were the number one team in the world, now they're number 2 in the FIFA rankings. But there's a reason for that, and it's not because who's it? France? Brazil this summer. It's not because Brazil and Argentina, they've been playing a lot better. It's because Belgium's starting to slip with their age, and I think they got to. Their defense is old. Their defense is slow. I think Canada has a chance to get in behind, score some goals on them. It'll be interesting. I kind of like the over in the game. I think there's going to be goals from both sides, but as we've talked about, we think it's better for Belgium without Lukaku there, because obviously Lukaku's not fit to play. But also, Batshuayi in his spot, I think brings a different element to the game. He doesn't impose his will on the match as much as Lukaku would. And, that might be an issue. I think it's going to put more stress on De Bruyne to make plays in the game. And if Canada can find a way to shut De Bruyne down, I think that'll shut down a lot of Belgium's attack here.
Do you have which games are you premium plays so we don't hit those?
The Germany-Japan is off limits.
Okay. Any other?
But I got a play on two the games, but we can talk about them because I like other things.
I'm going to take a shot on Morocco at plus 290. I think I'll take a shot on them win or draw like I did with Tunisia. I think the Morocco team is better than the Tunisian team. This Morocco team is the one that people are talking about, targeting to maybe do something here. So I just, I know Croatia's talented. I think they're getting old. I watch those games at 5 a.m. I know Croatia's probably not going to be surprised by it, but at this point, it's not like anybody's surprised at this point. They've gone through all this stuff. I do think Morocco has a good chance in this game, and I don't know how many goals or whatever, but I think this Morocco team is pretty talented. Let me see what they have to say here. Morocco.
Yeah, I kind of like the under in this game. I think you're going to see a very similar match to the Denmark-Tunisia one today.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of those games where you can kind of they say 3-1 Croatia. What?
It's that midfield, man. Croatia's got a good two-way midfield they can play. They play very good on defense.
Yeah,
they can flip it to attack quick.
Buffon. I don't know. Usually I like to go through that, but now I don't like it. I think there's going to be. I think this is going to be. There's going to be one surprise tomorrow. I think it's going to be that game. But the Germany-Japan game to me is the game. I think there's goals in this game over 2.5. I think Germany can give up some goals. I think they're going to score some goals. I would say probably over here. Over 2.5 is plus 150 for Germany. I don't know about that. I think there's going to be some goals here, but Asian Lions -1 is +1, -150. Yikes. I don't like that -1.25. I think it's a waste. 1.5 is plus 116. I just think Germany will probably win this game. I don't know if I like them. I don't know how I'm going to bet this game tomorrow. I'm going to bet Germany some way, but I know I'm going to figure something out to do. The Spain-Costa Rica game, I don't know why Spain is why advanced stats? What the hell is that?
You said
possession by Spain settled using Opta data. Over 72.5% ball possession, -112. Under 72, -125.
How do you even tell? Now they're doing the in contest possession too. So
I'd be mad if I lost a bet like that. Players offside infringements. Murata offside over half, under half, -1. Wow, that's weird. I don't even know. -2 is -104 here. Is Spain beating anyone 3-0 in this tournament?
Yeah, you asked how do you even bet this game? I'll tell you exactly how to bet it. Costa Rica +2. I know Costa Rica doesn't score goals. I'm with you. They're not a good team, but they got a damn good defense, and they're going to be clinging to their defense for life in this game. And personally, I just don't think Spain is as good. I don't know why they're favored to win the group. I don't think they're as good as people think they are. They have a lot of talent on the team. They got a lot of young talent, and that's still developing. They'll be a threat 4 years from now, but like right now, man, they don't have the experience. And I'm with you. Like, who's Spain going to beat 3-0 in this tournament? It's not happening. If they win tomorrow, 1 or 2-0 probably. I highly doubt that they clear that spread.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. I don't. You can't take, to me, you can't take -2 because what's the point? Like, I'm not betting it to push, so I'm betting it to be like, minus. Basically, they got to win by 3 goals. I don't know. I know Costa Rica is not very good, and they're not going to score any goals. But like, I just don't know if Spain's going to go out there and score 3 goals in a game like that. They have to, to play well. I just don't know if they can do it. But that's
And Spain hasn't been good away from home. I know obviously it's a neutral site, but like they don't generate scoring chances when they're not at home, and I don't see themselves creating any chances to score in this one. Like, I really think there's a chance Costa Rica might just the formation they put out there, they might just crowd the box the whole game. Right? It might be like a one striker type of thing. I think that's what Australia went with today. I know their formation says otherwise, but they rock like a 4-5-1 basically.
All right. I got a bet for everybody here on college basketball tonight, and it's
just the Sean Miller system.
It is St. Bonaventure and Southern Indiana. St. Bonaventure was 6.5. Now they're 7. I'm going to show you this. I believe they're an 91.2% chance to win this game. These odds should be -15, -16, -17, with a 92% chance, 91% chance to win the game. When you get those odds on this matchup predictor, the line should be 15, 16, 17. I hit last night on Florida State. I'm telling you right now, bet this St. Bonaventure team -7. You could even probably bet it. Let's see, minus 7.5. -7.5 is basically even money. -103. Take that if you want. Leave it at that. -110 if you want to. That's my matchup predictor game. I went through and looked through a lot of these games today. I couldn't really find another one that was kind of like that. Match, Auburn is 77.5, but I think they're a high line, 12.5. So once again, Auburn has a 77% chance to win. They're a 12.5 point favorite. This St. Bonaventure's is given a 91% chance. The line is 7. So to me, Bowling Green, Notre Dame. Let's look at that on the matchup predictor because that's a 16. I think that's going to be more like a 90% kind of game there. What time is that game? Bowling Green, Notre Dame, 6:30. There we go. 90%. When you look at these 90% chance, 91% chance, this is what the line's supposed to be, -16. It's -7. So whenever I see that, I'm going to try to find a game like that every night and go through. And that's what I'm going to take. Jacksonville State Elon. I think I looked at that. That Jacksonville State Elon is 8.5. And I think, 81% chance. So, Jacksonville State probably a decent play as well, but not as good as the other one. So give you that one out there. To the 2 people watching on Twitch.
Oh, 2 tonight.
And one on both Twitch accounts. One on because we streamed to both my Twitch accounts there. I need 3 people at the same time though.
Tell your friends.
Come on, man. The other game I like is the NCAA football. I know we talked about this the other night. You know, Ohio's playing Bowling Green. Ohio's now 7-point favorite. They are huge favorite in this game with the matchup predictor 80%. And I know you talked about the Miami, Ohio one. Miami, Ohio is a 62% chance to win. So, you know, the line should be closer to like 5 or 6. And it's really only it's almost a pick 'em at -2.5. I think you said you liked Miami, Ohio in that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, over under 45, so it should be low scoring. But a couple action games here to watch. But you know, mostly it's about the games for tomorrow. So just wanted to jump on and talk about that. Any other kind of plays you have for tomorrow? Any kind of prop plays or anything?
Prop plays? No, nothing really. I'm not really going. I have a bunch of future bets, so I don't really want to bet on people to score or anything like that.
All right. So you know, basically we'll be back tomorrow, same time, right after around 5:00 to recap the day from World Cup and go over the games for tonight or for tomorrow night, whatever it is. Where can you find your plays?
BigAl.com and PickAdvisor.com.
Big Al and Pick Advisor. So go on there if you want some winners, and if you want some soccer winners for me, you can't find them because they don't let me pick soccer. So you got to go on my Twitter or come on here and listen to us here. The 2 Twitch people. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll figure it out because holidays and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.